Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. So first of all, guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera?
Hello.
Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our lap, and close our eyes. And when you're ready, guys, you can come back to the room and open your eyes. Next, we'll do our stretching sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we'll begin with a big stretch. Let's stretch up high. High to the sky. And then let's go down low. Let's touch our toes. And now we go back up high. And this time, can we go tippy-toe high? And when we're there, let's have a wave. And then back down to touch our toes. Okay, let's stand up. Shake it out. Arms and legs, shake it out. Arms and legs, shake it out. Okay. And now, let's rotate. We'll go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Excellent, guys. And to finish, we'll have 3 claps. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Have a seat. So who can tell me or who can remember what we learned about in the previous English lesson? Remember our word comparative.
Comparative.
One more time, comparative.
Comparative.
How do we spell comparative? Can we remember? R-A-T-I-V-E. Comparative.
Comparative.
And the types of words that we use with comparatives begins with A, describing words. Anybody remember from the last? Adjectives. Excellent, Prel. Comparative adjectives. So let's spell adjectives together. A, D, J, E, C, T, I, V, E, S. Comparative adjectives.
Comparative adjective.
Excellent, guys. Remember how to turn an adjective into a comparative form. We had to add 2 letters. Does anybody remember what the letters were? Perfect. We had to add, so we'll use the plus sign, E, R. Okay, So now, let's see who can remember perfect. What we're going to do is we're going to have some students come forward. Teacher will write the word in the adjective form, and the student must change it into comparative. So let's see who can go first. We'll have Dan. Come and join me at the front. So let's see, let me think of a good adjective we can use first. I know, we'll use S-L-O-W. What word do we have? Slow. So now we need to turn slow into comparative form. Dan, can you do for me? Excellent. So we've gone from slow to slower. Now we have comparative adjective. Down, that was excellent. High five. Big round of applause for Down. So now let's see, we'll do another one. So we've had slow. I know what we can do this time. And we'll have Bangpon. Come and join me at the front. What's the opposite word to slow? Fast. How do we spell fast? F-A-S-T. Fast. So we have our adjective, fast, but now we want to turn it into comparative. So Bangpon, can you add the letters for me? F-A-S-T-E-R. And fast will become faster. So now we have the comparative adjective. Bangpon, that was excellent. High five. Big round of applause for Bangpon. So teachers, what you can do now is you can pause the video in your classroom and you can do the same activity with your students for around 10 minutes. And make sure each time it's a different word and a different student. So everybody gets a chance to practice. And we're going to carry on practicing here now. So let's see. I know, I'll think of a more difficult word this time. See who can remember. Because some words are quite special. We have to add another letter before ER. Such as B, I, G. Have now. Big. What type of word is big? Adjective. It's a describing word. But now we want to turn it into comparative. So we have to add ER. But there's another letter we need to add before. So let's see who can do for me. Plow. Can you come forward, please? And there's your pen. So we want to go from big to excellent. First of all, we have to add our second G before ER. So we've gone from big to bigger, and that makes our comparative adjective. Prou, excellent. High five. Big round of applause for Prou. And a big round of applause for everyone, guys. That was very well remembered. And what we're going to do in today's lesson is we're going to move on and look at some other rules. Because for other adjectives, we don't add ER. There are other letters to add too. So what we're going to do now is all turn to have a look at the PowerPoint presentation so we can explore some of the different rules for comparatives. So let's turn our chairs to the TV screen, guys. So now let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation about comparative spelling rules. Yes, because for different words, there are different ways to spell the comparatives. So first of all, let's go with what we've learned already. In the last lesson, what letters did we learn to add at the end? E-R. So small became smaller. Slow became tall became, and some other ones we can remember. Fast. Faster. Very good. Short. Excellent. Some words we just add ER all the time. So you see, we can say mouse is smaller than the rabbit. The mouse is slower than the lion. The lion is taller than the mouse. Excellent, guys. Each time we add ER to the adjective to make the comparative. But sometimes, like we already learn about the word big, before we add ER, we have to add the second end letter. Notice how for big to become bigger, we add G-E-R. How about fat? What do we say after fat? We say fatter. And the final letter of fat is T. So what we need to do is add our second T before ER. How about thin? Thinner. What do we need to add before we add ER? What's the last letter of thin? N. So we need to add our second N. So one more time, guys. Big. Bigger. Fat. Fatter. Thin. Thinner. Excellent. Well done, guys. The lion is bigger than the mouse. The rabbit is fatter than the mouse. The rabbit is thinner than the mouse. Now, next one. And this one we need to concentrate. If the adjective word, the final letter is Y, what we need to do to turn it into comparative is first of all, we delete the Y, and then what letters do we add? I, E, R. So notice how hungry becomes hungrier. But to spell it, first of all, we delete the Y and we add I-E-R at the end. So hungry, hungrier. Happy, happier. Funny, funnier. Remember, final letter Y, delete Y, add I-E-R. Okay? The lion is hungrier than the rabbit. The lion is happier than the rabbit. The lion is funnier than the rabbit. Well done, guys. Well spoken. And sometimes the word already has E at the end anyway. If the word ends with E, we don't need to add ER because we already have E anyway. We just need to add R. So you see large. What does large become? Larger. But large has E as the final letter already. So we just add R. How about nice? Nicer. Rude. Ruder. Each time the final letter is E already. So we simply add R. The lion is larger than the mouse. The rabbit is nicer than the mouse. The rabbit is ruder than the mouse. Excellent, guys. Very well done. So let's have our review. Plus ER. Slow becomes slower. Double letter plus ER. Remember, like big, we have to add the second G and then ER. Big, bigger. If it ends in Y, what do we need to do to Y first? Delete Y, add IER. Like happy becomes happier. And if it ends in E already, we don't need to add another E. We can just add R. Nice becomes nicer. Welcome back to class. We hope you enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation to explore the different ways in which we can spell comparative adjectives. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do an activity to show how we can use comparative adjectives in a sentence. So teachers, what you'll need to do is use the flashcards from the previous lesson, which is the picture of the mouse, rabbit, and lion. So first of all, let's bring the pictures back. Guys, what animal is this? Lion. Okay, so we'll put the lion here. Now, who can tell me, how do we spell lion? L-I-O-N. Okay, very good. So we have our lion. Next, we have our rabbit. How do we spell rabbit? R-A-B-B-I-T. Lion. Rabbit. What comes next? Mouse. Okay. We have our mouse. How do we spell mouse, guys? M-O-U-S-E. Mouse. Rabbit. Lion. Okay. So comparative adjectives, what the word comparative means is to compare, which means you need two different things to compare. And you structure the sentence like this. The first word will be the. Okay? And then the second word will be the name of the first thing we use. Is. Then this space here is for our comparative. So I will write underneath than, the, and this is our second thing. So for example, I will do one to demonstrate first. Who can give me an animal to use as the first word? What word shall we use? What animal? Lion. Okay, so how do we spell lion? L-I-O-N. Okay, now what shall we use as the second animal? The lion and the mouse. Okay. So who can tell me something about the lion and the mouse? Is the lion smaller than the mouse? No. What is it? Bigger. So the lion is bigger. How do we spell bigger? Bigger than the mouse. Altogether, the lion is bigger than the mouse. Excellent. Okay, so what we can do now is we can use 2 more animals to demonstrate. So now I would like a volunteer to come and join me. Pak Bung, can you come and join me, please? So now Pak Bung is going to demonstrate how to write a sentence. This time, can we have a different animal as number 1? What shall we have as number 1 this time? Shall we have the rabbit? Pak Bung, can you write rabbit in here, please? Excellent. And what shall we use as our second animal, guys? We have the rabbit. Shall we use the mouse or the lion? The mouse again. Okay. Shall we use the mouse? How do we spell mouse? O-U-S-E. Excellent. Now, who can tell me something about the rabbit and the mouse? Bigger. We've used bigger. How about, is the rabbit slower than the mouse? No, I think the rabbit is faster than the mouse. So can you write fast, the comparative faster? S-E. Remember ER because we're using our comparatives. Excellent. So all together, guys, the rabbit is faster than the mouse. Excellent, Pak Bung, that was excellent. High five, big round of applause. And now it's time for our stretch sequence. So let's all stand up and push in our chairs. And we'll begin this time by jogging on the spot. Stop. Turn left. Turn left again. Turn left. And left. Hello. Let's jog on the spot. Stop. Jog on the spot. Stop. Jog. And stop. Turn right. Turn right again. Turn right. And right. Hello. And stop. This time, let's go down into a little ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jump. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. Okay, so now I would like to invite one more student to come forward and demonstrate how we can use comparative adjectives in a sentence. So Pat, can you come and join me at the front, please? So first of all, we need our first animal. What animal shall we use as our first? Mouse. Okay, so Pat, can you write the word mouse? M-O-U-S-E. And then we'll think about our second animal. What second animal shall we use, the rabbit or the lion? The rabbit. Okay, in this case, can we write the rabbit here, Pat? R, A, B, B, I, T. Very good. Okay, so we have our two animals, mouse and rabbit. Is the mouse faster than the rabbit? No. So what's the opposite of fast? Slow. Slow. So can we turn slow into our comparative? S, L, O, W, E, R. Excellent. So we can say together, we can say, Pat, can you say, the mouse is slower than the rabbit. And this is how we use comparative adjectives in a sentence. We need two things to compare so that we can have the comparative in the middle. And Pat, that was excellent. High five. Big round of applause for Pat. And now it's game time. Remember, in the PowerPoint presentation, we learned all the different ways to turn adjectives into comparatives. So teachers, what you'll need to do now is print off the flash sheets for this lesson, and all of the adjective words, you'll need to cut them into individual strips. And then what you can do is you can place all the words folded into a bowl. And we're going to have some of our students come forward, choose a word, and then they have to show that word and change it into its comparative on the board. So let me clear a space so that you can write on the board. Okay, so let me see. Who would like to go first? Who would like to go first? How about Lakau? Come and join me at the front. You can choose the first word. Okay? So pick a word and show your friends. What's that word, guys? Tall. Okay, so we have the adjective tall. Now, what rule do we need to use to go from tall to the comparative form? Lakau, can you demonstrate on the board, please? We go from tall to taller. So how do we spell? A-L-L-E-R. Excellent. For the adjective tall, we simply add the letters E-R. So tall becomes taller. Like we could say, the giraffe is taller than the monkey. Okay? So high five. That was excellent, Lakau. Well done. Big round of applause for Lakau. Okay, so now, let's see. Net, come and join me at the front. Now you can choose a word. Okay, so choose the word, open it, and show your friends. Okay, so now we have the word small. Okay, so how do we go from small to smaller? It's the same rule as for tall. So Net, can you go from small to smaller? S-M-A-L-L-E-R. Excellent. It's the same rule for small as we use for tall, because they both end double L. So we go from small to smaller. Excellent, Net. Very well done. Big round of applause for Net. And teachers, what you can do is you can pause the video now and you can play on in your classroom with your students and play for the final 15 minutes of the lesson and use as many words as you can so that every student gets a chance to practice. So let's see who can go next. Who hasn't been yet? Nadia, come to the front and join teacher. Ready? You can pick your word. What word do we have this time? Okay, what word do we have, guys? Hungry. Now, what's the final letter of the word hungry? Y. So remember, what did we say we needed to do? Delete Y, add I-E-R. So to go from hungry to hungrier, Nadia, can you demonstrate? H-U-N-G-R. And now we don't need Y, we delete Y. I-E-R. Excellent. So we've gone from hungry to, Nadia? Hungrier. Excellent. High five. Big round of applause for Nadia. And big round of applause for everyone doing a great job, guys. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson. So we hope you're enjoying it and beginning to understand how for different adjective words, we need to use different rules to turn them into comparative form. And we'll do some more exercises in the next lesson. But for now, that's all. So can we turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you again soon.